everybody, I'm Nick. Welcome back to more Pokemon Yellow. So, last time we got ourselves a legendary bird. And now it's finally time to proceed with the plot. Which means we go down from here. Hey look, it's the only two ground-bound surfers in the... Not surfers, swimmers in the entire game. Have to warm up before my swim. At least I remember these being the only two ground-bound ones. So let's fight. You think you're so tentacool, huh? Well, I have this Thunderbolt! That'll do some damage. There we go. Pretty sure most of these guys just have Stage 1 Pokemon, so it's not much to worry about. The only thing I have to worry about is I only have 15 Thunderbolt PP. And that's no fun for anyone, isn't it? Now he's all warmed up. Let's take on the other one first. Wait! You'll have a heart attack! I think the only person who's gonna have a heart attack is you from all the lightning about to drop on your face. Gyarados is about to have a field day! Isn't it nice to actually be one-shotting things and play something at a decent clip? At least I think so. I'll deal with that house I was showing off right after this fight is done. We probably won't be able to interact it for a very long time because I really have to do a whole bunch of setup. So you'll have to... Well, I'll go in to show off what it is, but I'll explain what it is right after this Staryu bites the dust. It's even an unnecessary crit, too. How fun. Ooh, that's chilly! You should be worrying more about hypothermia, dude. Anyway, this house here is not in red and blue. Dogs and burgers on special today. It's the only other Pikachu in this entire game. The sea unites all in serfdom. And there's a Game Boy printer machine here. It's some sort of a machine. So, you need to have your Pikachu learn Surf somehow via Pokemon Stadium in order to do this. Unless you're playing a Virtual Console Yellow via 3DS or, you know, other legitimate means. And then you'll have access to a Surfing Pikachu minigame. Maybe one of these days I'll actually show it off. But maybe as like a miscellaneous things I missed video or something across like multiple games. We'll get there one day. But for now, let's just take to the water, shall we? I look at the sea to forget. What? Forget what? That's the joke. Anywho, most things on the sea are around level 30, so at this point you should probably have no problem with most of these trainers. If anything, you're likely going to be more annoyed by the Tentacool you will constantly be facing. Also, I will declare that getting on the water is now when I will do the bios for a couple other things you could fish on the cycling road. And also Tentacool's own bio at this point, because this is usually around the time you can actually get... Actually, I think there's some other places you can fish to get some. But I'll figure out what I have and haven't done yet. But if you're only going via my voice, in which case, what are you doing? You should be watching the actual video itself. Tentacool is pretty good because it got high special. And, you know, being a water type is not the worst thing in the world. What is the worst thing in the world is hunting down all the trainers. Good grief. Yeah, wild spawns could go as high as like level 35, which is kind of insane. You could level up that Tentacool once, and you will instantly have a Tentacruel. Because it evolves at like level 30. which is neat. And the main pain in the butt thing about Tentacool as a water type is that it has access to Wrap. So you know what that means? You get Wrap Cheese with something that has a good speed stat. You have to set up like Paralysis or something on someone else, but yeah, that can make Tentacool very annoying. Even if its like attack is not very high, you can just use Wrap to chip away at something until it gets to like a threshold of HP where using a single move will take something out. You know what? I'm feeling frisky. Let's do this. We double edge everything. That would be mad funny. And lose all the hit points. You won't have Waterfall yet. This is fine. This is fine. Supersonic can be annoying, though, because I do not want to hit myself with a high base attack stat. You know. Go drown in the water for all I care. Flareon, let's do something about your level 37-ness. Can we get away? Is the question of the day. Absolutely, that's a level 5 Tentacool. That's about as low as it can go. Well, hello there. Have you met this Flareon that is about to charge and bite into everything you're about to do? Please no hypnosis, that would be a pain in my ass. Also, you have Water Gun, which probably would do more damage than I'm doing to myself in recoil. I am taking a massive risk on this. What am I doing? Tauros, can you go bully the Poliwhirl? Ow. I said we're bullying you. I was not kidding. Lasers. Belly flop! That'll hurt, dude. Don't do that. Diving for Pokemon? Give it a couple generations, you'll eventually find some success. You may have to travel to another region, though. Kanto doesn't normally allow diving using a Pokemon. Yay, we got the flinch is good and stuff. And it's down. It's only Trainer Mania around here, and I do not feel like getting clamped. That sounds awful. Hey, Pikachu, I'll let you deal with it. Thunderbolt will do the job. Whoo, boy. What a long day. I gotta let Flareon take care of that one, though. You still won't have a water move. Unless you somehow have Waterfall, and then I will cry. Nope, I'm just getting pecked in the face. I can just bite twice here. That's enough of a damage roll. There we go! Now you're out of the level 37 Doldrums. Now you're in the level 38 Doldrums! On the water. This will be a problem. There's the ring of trainers I'm looking for. Swimming's great. Sunburns aren't. Now, instead of female swimmers, we have beauties. Because they didn't make a swimmer female class. Even though they have the female symbol for Nidoran female. I don't remember if Japanese Nidoran, male and female, have like different Japanese names. That might be why they don't have those symbols. I don't know. I'm just thinking, man. And I don't do very good when I think. You know what? Let's just pile the EXP on Flareon where I can get it. That's Seeking. Continue the biting shenanigans. Chop, chop! Ooh, flinches. We love to see those. 30% of the time, which is about the going rate for that. Yeah, that certainly is a shocker. I swam here, but I'm tired. At least human bodies float. I'm pretty sure that has water gun. I was correct! Yow, that was a crit. I'm gonna slap you back, and it's going to hurt. Yeah, I'm not gonna be dealing with that nonsense. Get thunderbolted, idiot. My Flareon deserved to live and not get water gunned to death. And Pikachu could also desperately use every bit of experience it gets, because once the evolved Pokemon start hitting, it's gonna be an uphill battle for it. Oh boy. You're exhausted. Ma'am, I am too. That's just life. You're probably ways... you're actually not as far as I thought. Oh, I just love your ride. Can I have it if I win? Girl, no. Why would you want this sea serpent to death? I just can't imagine why. Why would you want this ride? I'm just gonna double-edge your Poliwag because I have an excuse to do so. As I say, is the HP turn there? Turns yellow. We can start biting from here. Ooh, it goes into the red now. Neat. We keep going. We keep this going. Of course we fight the Sea King. It doesn't have any water moves and gives me more experience than Goldeen's. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Jike! Well, I'll certainly take that, that's for sure. Hey, what if I introduced you to the ground? Get earthquaked, idiot. Stab move! Who needs poison types anyway? Ground types are where it's at. Ah, throwing around big number damage. It's satisfying. You lose. You have to swim. These waters are treacherous. One single swimmer amid 3 beauties. Man's got the chicks around him. Except the are just friends, and that's okay. That's perfectly okay. But most people would probably be like, that guy pimpin'! Or some immature joke like that. Well, let's keep this earthquake a-rolling and do overkill damage. Woo! Yeah, that star is going in the dirt, which is way below the water. I mean, it's sinking into the depths of the ocean. Good luck getting your Pokemon back. And then the Horseys. I mean, you will join the sea. I don't even know how I'm doing this on the water, I just am. Sometimes it's better to not ask questions. Ooh, a Tentacool. Would you give me the experience for level 39? That would be great. That Sprite makes your big ol' like claw thing look like a big nose. It did give me the level 39 though. I will take it. Oh, you're dangerous. Swerves give like the least amount of money in the game, and that is sad. I would like to keep Alakazam at full HP, I believe. We just gotta run away from all the Tentacool in our way. Oh boy! More running! Who'da thunk it? But that should be all the rest of those trainers anyway. But I can stand and run away from all this junk! Most people actually like Tentacool. He's an okay jellyfish. But I'm just looking for all the trainers! Like, come on! This is what I get for not buying repels. This is what I get for not buying repels. Oh, one of these days I'll get there. One of these days I'll get there. That's right, Tauros. It is baloney. There should be like 3 or 4 more trainers out here, if I recall. There's 2 of them right now. Why are you riding a Pokemon? Can't you swim? I'm not good for swimming, you doofus! Now I am a bull. We are somehow running on the water. Don't think about it too much. Just take normal stab damage to the face. And talk to me later. For no reason at all. But strength one-shotting the small fry now is like about time. About time! That's a Seadra. I could risk the biscuit. 150 base power! Yeah, that was obliterating you at that low a level. There were lasers there. Ah, I love lasers. You should love lasers too. Huh, torpedoed. Next! Water's shallow here. That would be good for resting. In fact, some animals will use the shallows to run across places. Well, we'll take that roll and see what happens. If I get clamped, I get clamped. Nope, you're just withdrawing. Get stepped on, idiot. Cough up a pearl while you're at it. Level 40! Okay, this is Pikachu time. This is mad Pikachu hours. Get that clam out of here! Okay, Pikachu getting levels is good. 100 speed, you are fast. Learning Thunder? No. Thunderbolt is good enough. Technically, Pikachu could use the damage at 70 accuracy. Does not sound like a fun time at all. that in fact is like absolutely awful. Anything that isn't 100% always is going to miss. It's just how it works. Technically, even 100% accurate moves in this game, you know, the 1 in 255 miss bug, has cropped up more times than it should in this playthrough. Seafoam is quite a getaway. That's right! Our next destination is the Seafoam Islands. Oh, that's a Seadra. Good thing I can Thunderbolt that. Oh, I'm gonna be doing a ton of bio work for this episode. Oh, that's going to be pain. Oh dear. Because there's quite a few new Pokemon in there that you can get. But there's one particular encounter I'm going to save until we get there. Because, oh boy, is the gimmick in the Seafoam Islands time-consuming. Meanwhile, I really do need just to stack as many levels as I can on Pikachu before we get to a certain point. Because that will be a gym that will be very difficult for Pikachu to deal with. I mean, I'll quit with you now. In fact, we're now at the Seafoam Islands. Let's read that sign! Seafoam Islands. You're lame! I have no reason to bother this person. But I'm doing it anyway because I can. She just loves floating with the fishies. Just don't get stung by the jellyfish. That would be a very bad time for you. Get thunderbolted, idiot. You survived. That means you're getting body slammed. Ha ha! Youch! Where are you at for levels? You're level 1K. Anyway, the Seafoam Islands is another friggin' dungeon. Gonna be a pain in the ass. Because this is the first mandatory use of strength. By the way, if you want a Slowpoke, you can find him in here. Don't know why you would, but there you go. Very bulky thing. Also slow as molasses. Probably like the slowest Pokemon in the entire game, if I recall correctly. And they're Zubats. Wherever there's a cave, there are bats. Anyway, let's get to shoving things around, eh, Tauros? It may not be Body Slam, but it's good enough for damage. Anyway. Unfortunately, you have to re-enable Strength on every single floor, which is annoying. Okay. More Strength. Anyway, the water here has a current and will force you out, and you need to push boulders to be able to stop the current. There's also a hidden Ultra Ball here, by the by. It's just there. But yeah, technically if you're in here and you have no Pokemon with Surf and you land on the water, you will surf automatically. Don't ask me how it works, it just does. Anyway, there are more bats in here. And the wild Pokemon are starting to be a higher level. And that's rather suspicious. This water also has current, though, which is a problem. Oi! Don't blind everybody! Ooh, that's a Golbat. It's only a level 27 Golbat, though. I would have preferred a one-shot trainer Pokemon with this PP right now. I would prefer to save my Ether stock. Thank you very much. You're being rude! Get out of here! Anyway, that suspicious little outcropping We have some more boulders here. We need to start shoving. So, get that strength going. And start pushing. I will say, though, this segment was not designed for Pikachu to be here. Can we get this? Thank you. Yeah, movement around here is a little awkward. But luckily there are plenty of boulders to push into the holes. You just gotta be very careful you don't fall under them yourself before you've solved the puzzle. That's a dugong. That's interesting. But not interesting enough for me to give it the time of day. Unfortunately for a water ice type, it's rather average. You have Lapras at this point. You don't really need Seal or Dugong. Anyway, the puzzle's solved now. What do you get for your trouble? It's another legendary bird! Alright, Alakazam, this is why I have you at full health. And it's time for an on-screen save, just in case things go wrong. Say hello to a majestic Articuno sprite. I like it. The red and blue one was kinda derpy, all things considered. Articuno is usually considered the worst of the three birds. Zapdos has the best record of the three. Ow, that hurts. A Psychic Blast! Can we drop your special to make Ice Beam not hurt as hard? No. Lame. Luckily, I can recover all by myself. Satisfying. Your infinite ice beams will be a problem, though. Because if I get frozen, that's it. Alakazam ain't doing crap. Oh, that's dangerous. That is super dangerous. But your health is now low enough to where I have my maximum odds of Ultra Ball capture rate. So, Chuck Ball until catch. Well, that pretty much tells me where my odds are at. Oh, Jiminy Christmas! Can I recover out of that? If it uses it again, I'm probably dead. Yeah, you're dead. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's terrible. Hey, Pikachu, could you do me a solid? Can we cheese with evasion? Let's do this. If anything, it's nice that Pokemon have infinite PP when they're your, like, wild enemies, so that it never struggles itself. Hitting me with a peck is fine. It's Ice Beam that I'm worried about. Peck me as much— ow! Not like that, though! Let's bring that hit rate even lower. And as low as it can go, baby! Yeah, miss me with those, sucker. Okay, we got that done. Oh, good grief. Oh, Articuno being a pain in my ass. Legendary bird Pokemon. It's the freeze thing. Luckily, Pikachu decided to dodge, like, every single attack as I was throwing balls. Even had a paralysis chance. But, unfortunately, Alakazam is dead. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is dead. But Pikachu is still good enough to be able to keep going. Pikachu would be like, good catch, good catch. But we have more than enough resources to get ourselves the rest of the way through. Because I don't feel like redoing the dungeon to do this all over again if I want to go heal. Get away from me! I just caught a Boyd! We just have to get all the way back up to the top floor to push the last boulder in. Honestly, I'm glad that we got Articuno the first try. Because it means I have to do less editing. And I love to be lazy, let me tell you. Crabs! If you don't fish for Krabby, this is likely where you're bound to find it. We got one more set of stairs to go up, I'm pretty sure. And I believe it's in the remakes there are more hidden items in here. I only know about the hidden Ultra Ball. At least I'm only in the yellow and not in the red, where it would make obnoxious HP beeping noises. Alright, we got rid of the pain in the ass boulder first. So now we can deal with this one. That's not Tauros in that slot. There we go. Let's be that boulder punching asshole and get these in the holes. While running away from literally every encounter this episode because... Oh no! We continue boulder punching until morale improves. Just one more floor to go. It's not a big deal. It's only when we get a wild encounter when our menu resets. Thanks, Zubat. Thanks. For putting my menu cursor back on Pokedex and I have to scroll back to Tauros. Oh wait, the puzzle is solved. We can leave now. And as far as I know, you don't need to reset that puzzle. All you have to do now is just go up these ladders and get out of here! And get back on the water! What do you gotta say for yourself? Are you on vacation too? Get it until... Wait until 2025. When our main character's on vacation. Or if we're just talking about, you know, Red himself, wait till Sun and Moon. Anyway, these next couple Pokemon should get Pikachu to level 42, and then we can let Pikachu have a rest. Yeah, these next few Pokemon should easily get Pikachu to level 42. Ugh. That's a seal. I just clicked through level 42 and I'm just like zoning out. Ah, beans. No mercy at all. You ain't kidding. I am not merciful. Also, why are you a junior trainer? That's just weird. Anyway, I'll let Pikachu take a rest and let the other Pokemon handle this from here on in. Check out my buff physique! Okay, Gym Bro. I think you could pack a little more muscle. I don't know, just saying. Anyway, here's Have an Earthquake. It should do a lot of damage because of Stab. Yeah, that done did damage, that's for sure. wimpy! I should have been buffing up my Pokemon, not me. I mean, technically you're not wrong, but you should be buffing both of yourselves up. Gotta get strong! Also, instead of little sandbars, we have piers. For no reason. I rode my bird Pokemon here. Whatever you say, dude. By the way, can I introduce you to Rock's Fall? All you die? Because that's what's happening here. The screen shaking, the rock's in your face. More Fearow, more throw rock. You know, good old rock. Nothing beats rock. And it's a Pidgeotto. How disappointing. You disappoint me. That was satisfying, though. Oh no! Now you're trapped, because your birds are fainted. Except your Pokemon can use HM moves at any time. Oh! This tackle is just never knowing to give up. Sheesh. My boyfriend gave me big pearls. Cool, in the Pokemon universe, you sell those for money. Because unfortunately, you cannot use these pearls as a fashion statement. They are entirely to be sold off for dollars. Holler, holler. Get those dollars. Time to use a bunch of moves to make sure I save my Earthquakes for big threats. Uh-oh! There's that clamp. Ow. Let me out of here! Get me out of here! You're gonna get all 5 hits, aren't you, you douchebag? Alright, are we out of here? Just barely. I'll take level 40, though! You know, to prevent another humiliating clamp experience, eat this. There we go. Busting this clam wide open. Gyarados. You still have a Thunderbolt or 2 left. In fact, you should probably be taking more things out, because you're still on level 38 compared to some of my other compadres. Don't touch my pearls! I wasn't going to. Don't make assumptions like that. It only makes you look worse. Some crap like that. Beautiful. Wow, somehow I let Gyarados end up being my lowest leveled Pokemon in the team. Whack. I swam here from Cinnabar Island. Hey, you know what? That's my next destination. I got things to do there! Because, oh boy, are these next couple episodes gonna just have a whole bunch of bios. Oh boy! Oh boy! I'm gonna have work to do! Oh, crack, who needs a spine anyway? Oh, rather, that was like my shoulder blades. Yeah, get that shit out of here. Get it out of here! Oh, wow. You didn't die. Will Gyarados finally take damage? No! Haha, Gyarados is unscathed. I'm so disappointed. About what? Pokemon have taken over an abandoned mansion on Cinnabar! You were swimming out to warn people? How considerate. Cinnabar in the west has a lab for Pokemon. You don't say. Almost like those fossils we got so long ago, that's where they're finally intended to get to. Technically, you could have gone to Cinnabar from the opposite direction from Pallet Town, but I didn't feel like doing things that way. Hey, can I just bite you? This will probably just be a 2. No, it's a 1-hit KO. I'll take it. I will likely Thunderbolt your Sea King, though, because I don't feel like dealing, you know. Dare. Take that damages. Oh boy, how many hits? Twice it is. Twice it is. Get low-rolled, idiot. I will take your funds. Was there another little pier or something? Yeah, we're hitting Cinnabar now. You should be very familiar with this little, like, coastline here if you're familiar with red and blue. Because everyone loves a missing no glitch, but we're not here to deal with that today. Finally, things are looking very red, and I can finally heal my poor team up. Oh, good grief. Oh. But I think I'll save all of my going-ons for Cinnabar next time. Because this has likely been a long enough episode as it is, because I didn't have to do as many cuts as I thought I was going to do. But we have a whole bunch of fun here next time, so with that, I'm a Nick, and I'll see you guys next time.